At the time of recording this, Home Sweet Home Survive is currently going under maintenance for 24 hours. With this, the devs were kind enough to drop some changes and improvements that they have planned for the future of the game in their Discord server. Let's start off with why the servers are actually down for maintenance. It appears that there's a problematic bug. This is what they posted on Facebook that requires their full attention. I'm not sure what the bug they're referring to, but it might be related to server capacity. If we head over to the official Discord, a link will be in the description for it, by the way. We can see a list of things that they're working on, so let's start. Quick side note, I'm only going to be reading things that are yet to be implemented. If things are implemented, then you can still go check the changelog and all that stuff for yourself. I'll only be covering things that will be changed later down the road in this video. Okay, so let's start. Number 1, server fix to allow more numbers of players and streams online. This is our biggest priority and our team is working on fixing it as soon as possible. I never experienced any server issues myself, but if it is their biggest priority, it must be an issue for multiple people and their experiences. This might be what the Facebook post was referring to with problematic bug, but again, I'm not too sure. They just kind of left it kind of vague. I don't know how it was on purpose, but anyways, these next few ones are kind of all in the same category, so I grouped them all into the same thing. New maps will be implemented after bug fixes, new survivor characters will be implemented after bug fixes, and new Spectre characters will be implemented after bug fixes. These are all things you expect from game development. It's great to see that their priorities are on fixing the game instead of just adding more and more things for you to buy. I really think that's great. You know, they're focusing on fixing the server. They even took down the server for 24 hours for maintenance when they could have had people buying things, playing the game, streaming it. I think this is great. You know, it shows where the priorities are at, and you know what? It's a breath of fresh air coming from other communities. Right, let's move on to number 7. New voice chat systems allowing players to voice chat with other selected players will be implemented after bug fixes. This is actually very interesting, as the last game of this style to have voice chat that I know of was Friday the 13th, the game. Being in the voice call gives you an immense advantage. An obvious example of this is Dead by Daylight, where teams with voice communications will often do better and outperform teams that don't. Not to say that this will break the game's balance or that you'll need to communicate with your team via voice chat. It is an interesting game decision, and we'll just have to see the way it works. Number 8, a report button, currently working on. We've all had those poor experiences on online games when it comes to toxic players, exploiters, or just trolls. They just throw the game, so having an option to report a player is a welcome addition. Hopefully we get the ability to mute people alongside this. And actually there might be answer for us in the next one, number 9. Selective chat systems. Players will now be able to chat with selected players. Will be implemented after bug fixes. I'm not too sure what this means, to be quite honest with you. Could mean muting or could be like whispering. Either way, improvements in communication are always welcome. Like I said, we'll have to wait till the actual implementation of the voice chat system is added to get a full opinion on what's going on. Number 11, players who are in game still receive points even if opposing players leave the game or disconnect. Currently working on. This is great. I've had a few games where someone left mid-match and everyone voted to end the game, and it's kind of like it didn't happen. It's a little annoying, so I'm glad to see they're working on this. Number 12, implementing penalty systems to those who exit the lobby or game prematurely will be implemented after bug fixes. At the moment, as you may have guessed, there's no downside to leaving a match besides not getting any points, so this can be a positive addition. However, a problem that could arise from this is streamers being targeted and being disconnected from their matches, similar to happens in Dead by Daylight with their penalty system, which is why that system continuously gets disabled and re-enabled. But depending on the implementation of this system, it could end up not even being a problem, so I'm looking forward to see what their solution to this problem will be. Number 13, adding Horror Pass, Battle Pass, currently working on. This I'm not too sure about. This game is early access and the game already has forms of monetization within it, so this kind of rubs me the wrong way, but it's too early to form a real opinion on this, so we'll just have to wait and see what they come out with. Number 14, options for players to open multiple greedy pots at once, currently working on. Opening one pot at a time is tedious. I'm not sure why this wasn't in the game to begin with, but at least it's being added now down the road. Number 15, adding new in-game language options, including multiple Asian languages as much as possible will be implemented after bug fixes. Yeah, opening the game to as many people is a great thing. There's no like downside to this. You know, the more people that can actually play the game, the better. Hopefully this brings new players into the game, since they'll actually be able to have a sense of what's going on. Number 16, adding new skills for both Spectres and Survivors will be implemented at the bug fixes. Hopefully alongside these new skills, they decide to tweak and balance some other skills. Some feel a little bit weak, some seem stronger than others. We'll just have to wait and see what they do, but I am looking forward to testing out these new skills, seeing if they're good or bad. I don't have all the perks yet. I am working on getting this. It just takes a while, as you might imagine, but looking forward to this. And for the thing that I've been waiting for the most, number 17, improving a matchmaking system that allows players to meet others with similar skill levels. Currently working on. It never feels good to just bully a new player or someone that clearly isn't as good. This is a change that I completely welcome and cannot wait for. I know that balancing a ranking system is extremely difficult, especially in asymmetrical games. You have something like Dead by Daylight, which has been struggling with this since the day it came out. We've gone through multiple ranking systems with kills, blood points, and now emblems, and even now MMR. So hopefully they find something and they can find the solution to this huge problem with balancing when it comes to asymmetrical games. I'm looking forward to testing this out. Who knows when this will be implemented? It does say they're currently working on it, so hopefully not too far away, but we can only speculate. Number 18, adding in a weekly quest system currently working on. I'm assuming this will function similarly to Dead by Daylight's ritual system, in how it'll tell you to play X killer and get X amount of blood points while you're doing X tasks. I know I keep comparing things to Dead by Daylight, but some of these contests are similar, but truthfully this game is more similar to Friday the 13th and DBD at times. But I should probably stop comparing it. They're not the same game. I know I'm guilty of calling the rituals generators and the Spectre the killer. You know, you just can't help but draw comparisons. Well, that's all they gave us. I'm really excited to see these changes added into the game. This was a longer video, but hopefully you guys like it. And if you do, make sure you leave a like and maybe a sub if you're feeling generous. Or if you want to see more content like this, I do stream over at Twitch, so go check that out and drop by and say hi. Yeah, I'm looking forward to all these changes. Of course, they don't give us time frames for when these things will be added, besides just coming soon. Hopefully it's not too far away. I do like how often this game is updated, and you know what, the future looks really bright for this game. I'm really looking forward to seeing it grow and become something maybe even better than other asymmetrical games like Dead by Daylight. I think competition for that game is great. Oh, and one quick side note, someone did ask if they would give out cosmetics similar to the way Dead by Daylight gave out the legacy cosmetics for people that started to play the game when it came out. So I'll keep you guys updated on that. They kind of like said we'll have to see in the like a winky face, but if it does come out, I'll be sure to let you guys know. So yeah, that's pretty much everything. Take care.